Hello, friends, and welcome back to the tonight's live stream. So, guys, tonight's topic is little fascinating. So, at first glance, it sounds like a feel-good headline made for the proud parents and baby announcements. The government giving every newborn $1,000 to invest for their upcoming future. The so-called Trump accounts promise exactly that a financial aid started from the very first day of a child's life. That's a great idea, yes. President Donald Trump has framed the plan as a pro-family initiative, a way to help the next generation harness the strength of American economy and start life on a stronger footing. And for many families, especially the new and expecting parents, already overwhelmed by hospital bills, childcare costs, and long term planning, the idea feels reassuring, no doubt. But once you look past the headline, the reality of how these accounts work and who they truly benefit becomes far more complicated. So, guys, let me walk you through and explain. For newborn babies, the promise is simple but powerful. Under the House passed proposal, babies born between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028 would automatically receive $1,000 federally funded investment account, provided they are US born citizens and both the child and parents have social security numbers. That money would be invested in a low cost, diversified US stock index fund and left untouched until the child turns age of 18. Over the time, thanks to the compound growth, that initial $1,000 could grow substantially and become a large amount. Estimates suggest it could become roughly $8,300 by the time the child reaches early adulthood, and potentially much more if families are able to add to it every year. For a child growing up with limited saving options, that account could represent their first meaningful financial asset and a symbolic vote of confidence from the government in their future. For the expecting parents, however, this proposal lands at a very real crossroads between the hope and reality. On one hand, the automatic and universal nature of the account remove the barriers. Parents wouldn't need to navigate complicated enrollment systems, fill out the endless forms, or even make an active choice to get started. The account would simply exist, funded from day one. That alone is significant, especially for the families who may not have access to the financial advisors or experience with the long term investing. It normalizes the idea that saving and investing for a child's future starts from birth itself, not when the college looms or a crisis hits. But the deeper parents look, the more trade-off emerge. While the government provides the first $1,000, the real growth potential of these accounts depends heavily on ongoing contribution, up to $5,000 per year from the family members, friends, or possibly employers. And that's where inequality quietly enter the picture. Families with higher incomes are far more likely to have the flexibility to contribute in that account regularly, transforming the account into a substantial nest egg by the time child turns 18. But for lower income families already stretched thin by the rent, healthcare, and basic necessities and expenses may not be able to add a single dollar beyond the initial government contribution. In that case, while $8,000 or so is better than nothing, it may barely dent the rising cost of college, housing, or starting a business 2 decades from now, right? The structure of the withdrawals adds another layer of complexity for the parents thinking long term. The money can only be used penalty free for specific goals like higher education, post secondary training, buying a first home, or starting a small business. Also, withdrawals are taxed as capital gains, which is favorable but only if the funds are used exactly as prescribed. Use the money for anything less before the age 30 and the beneficiary faces ordinary income taxes plus an extra penalty. Even more restrictive, only half of the account's value can be accessed between age 18 and 25, limiting flexibility during years when young adults often face their biggest financial pressure. There is also no allowance for the emergencies, meaning families dealing with the unexpected hardships would still be punished for touching the funds early. So, guys, this is why the policy experts argue that while the program sounds universal, it is regressive in practice. Every family gets the same starting amount regardless of need, but the long term benefits flow disproportionately toward those already positioned to save. The account doesn't adjust based on the income, doesn't offer extra help for families facing the economic hardship, and doesn't fill the gaps created by rising tuition costs, childcare expenses, or housing shortages. In contrast, research backed baby bond programs often scale benefits based on your income, intentionally giving more support to children who start the life with fewer financial advantages. So, guys, still for the newborn themselves, this psychological and symbolic impact shouldn't be dismissed. Having an account dedicated to their future, waiting for them since the birth, and could change how young adults think about the money, opportunity, and planning. For parents, it creates a tangible reminder that long term wealth building is possible and is necessary, even if imperfect. The question is whether this proposal is a meaningful step towards the financial equality or simply a modest incentive layered onto an already unequal system. In the end, the $1,000 Trump account is neither a silver bullet nor a meaningless gesture. It's somewhere sits in the between. Yes, it has some restrictions. It is helpful but limited, hopeful but flawed. For expecting parents, it may offer a comfort and a starting point, but not as a solution to the real financial challenges of raising a child in America. And for newborns, its true value will depend not just on markets and time, but on the economic reality they grow up in. The debate now facing lawmakers isn't whether investing in children matters, it's whether this approach goes far enough to truly change their futures or simply reward those who already have a head start. So, guys, thank you so much for joining today and being with me till the end. Please let me know in the comments whether you will be applying for this account and you will be availing this benefit. I think it's not a bad idea to start this account and have a steady plan of investment for your child till it turns 18, and it can also become a large corpus and can help for your child's future planning, business planning, or any higher education plans. So, guys, kindly give me your suggestion on this, and I will read all of them and will respond to them. I will make sure I read them all. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, kindly give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for such amazing daily breakdowns on the US news, politics, and everything that I cover. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.